Hey YouTube, welcome back to Lip and Lunkers Fishing. Got another episode of Tackle Tip Thursdays coming to you. Today we're going to talk about a rig that doesn't get utilized a whole lot, at least not around from where I'm at. Haven't really ever even heard a whole lot of people talk about it. It's a rig I learned a long time ago. It's called the Kentucky rig. It's kind of like a drop shot rig, except with the Kentucky rig you have two hooks instead of one. So tonight we're going to show you how to tie it up, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video and utilize this video and the knowledge that I'm trying to share and catch a boatload of fish. Alright, so let's talk about what we're going to need to tie the Kentucky rig. We're going to need a sinker, whether it's a tie-on weight, a drop shot weight, or even split shots. You can use split shots if you want. For bluegill they work great. And then you need two hooks. My favorite size hook to use for this rig is the size 6 Aberdeen hook. The reason I chose that hook is because that's when I'm bluegill fishing, that's pretty much the size hook that I'm using. You can use it for a wide variety of baits. Night crawlers, red wigglers, wax worms, Berkeley gulp minnows, just about any bait that you would normally fish for panfish with. This is going to be about the right size hook. So when we're starting, you're going to take, I like to tie polymer knots on my hooks. So you remember from my last tackle tip video, we did showed you guys how to tie the polymer knot. So we'll get this hook tied on using that knot. There's one. And you go down just a couple inches from that hook and you tie another one on. Like I said, I like to use the polymer knot for this rig. It's just a super simple, easy knot to tie. I like to get them when I'm fishing for panfish with this rig. I like to be about 4 or 5 inches apart. Now that you got your two polymer knots tied on there, I got them hooks probably about 6 inches apart. See, I got one hook facing up and one hook facing down. So usually this will happen quite a bit sometimes. Just take your line, run it back through the eyelet, as long as I pass that through on the right side, that'll turn my hooker back around. And look at there, now I got two hooks, both facing the same direction. So then you're going to be left with about 12 to 15 inches of line. I like to come up, pinch about 4 inches of that off, keep it probably anywhere from 10 to 12 inches below my bottom hook. Tie a polymer knot to my line weight. And then just trim off your tag end. You got one hook, two hooks, and then your weight. It hits the bottom, acts like a drop shot, and you can bounce your bait on into you. So that's the Kentucky rig. I've caught a lot of bluegill and crappie, red ear sunfish, all types of panfish on this rig. And I tell you, it can be a lot of fun. Now get out there, a lot of times you're going to catch, you can catch two fish at a time, but along with having two hooks and the availability to catch two fish at a time, you also have two hooks and the ability to get snagged twice as often. As long as you're mindful of where you're casting and cast near structure and not always deep within the structure. Sometimes you can get it back casting deep within the structure, but hooks and sinkers are cheap. So get out there, keep those lines tight, and have a blast. This is Steve from Lip and Lunkers Fishing, telling everybody God bless each and every one of you. I love all of you. Have a great evening. We'll see you on the next one.